संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातना दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितम् पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Okay, so first of all, welcome to everyone after a long gap. So back to our bhakti sandrabha sessions. What is this? Cake is coming. Cake is coming at the beginning of the class. Online students, you will not get cake. So what is going on, Sarveshwar Prabhu, in the last class? First Anucheda, yes. In 61st Anucheda, what we learned? 60 and 61st. Everything is overwritten by the Bhakti Vaibhav exam. Huh? It's gone. Okay. So he's going to just summarize in 61 and 62, 60 and 61 in these two Anuchedas. So in the last class, we discussed these two Anuchedas. So what was the point Srila Jiva Goswami is making? So what he is bringing out from these two Anuchedas? Who will tell? Who will explain? And just within 3 statements, within 3 lines, you can summarize these two Anuchedas. Who is in? Raise the hands. Okay, Akshay Hari Prabhu, proceed. What?
I am little lost. Sorry, bro. Trying to recover my health and trying to adjust here.
Okay. Okay, tell Tapo my bro.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. And towards say about the Nimi Navajugandra.
Yes.
11 to 30. In this verse says Nimi Attanitikam Kshamam Prachama means question about Paramamangala.
Yes.
And this question's answer in the verse 33.
Yes.
Material world can achieve real freedom from fear only by worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yes.
That's why it is indicate only bhakti.
Yes.
And 11 to 32, when Nimi question about Troy, this known about the Nabajogandra, then all spoke about them. But when in this verse answer says 34, Lord, those process give us this patha follow. Intelligence person they cannot can get book Bhagavad Dharma. It is meet only Prema Bhakti. And 11 to 35 says also.
Okay. Just one second. In 30th sloka, so Nimi is asking a question. In the 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 30th sloka, Nimi is asking a question that what is the ultimate benefit? So then what is the answer for this? That is said in the answer is said in the 33. So what is the meaning of that 33 third sloka? So whoever is taking the or worshipping the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, so they will be free from the fear. Okay, yatra nivartate bihi. So fear will be completely is out by who viswatmana udvigna buddhe asadatma bhavat vishwatmana yatra nivartate bihi. Simple. That means worshipping the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord is a solution. By that, so one will be free from the fear. So okay, this he said. Then after that, We are also seeing in the 31st sloka, 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 31st sloka, one more question is asked by the Nimi. So what is that question? Please tell me about the dharmas. So Bhagavad dharmas. Which dharmas? Bhagavad dharmas is asking. Then that is answered in which sloka? 34th sloka it is answered. Then what is the answer? Bhayam ditiya biniveshita syad ishada petasya viparyayo smritihi. So, and abhajetam ek. So tanmaya to buddha abhajetam bhaktya ekaya isham gurudevatatma bhaktyekesham gurudevatatma. So there he is mentioning Bhagavad dharmas, he is asking. Then before, actually one more point, Bhagavad dharmas he started saying from the 34. So question is asked in the 32nd, 31st sloka, what are the Bhagavad dharmas? He asked Nimi. Then answer is started from 34 itself. So 34, 35, 36, 36, and 37 sloka it is said. That means before that he is saying in the 36, Kayena vacha manasendriya irva buddhyatmana vanusruta swabhava karoti yadyat sakalam parasmai Narayanaya iti samarpayet. In 36, before to 37, just bhayanditya viniveshtaha, before to that, so Nimi, Kavi is saying that you, so my dear king, whatever you do by the body, whatever you do by the mind and speech, so everything you should Narayanaya iti samarpayet. This is meant for the Narayana. So like this, you should offer everything for the Narayana. All the Laukik karma also you can offer, he said. Then after that, Bhayanditya Abhiniveshtas, that sloka is said. And finally he is saying that in that, Ekaya Bhaktya, that means he is telling about the pure devotional service. He is giving the two characteristics. So one, to come out from the fear, Bhayam Ditya Abhiniveshtas Sat. That means if anyone wants to come out from the fear, that bhakti should have the two characteristics. One is what? Ekaya bhaktya. Bhaktya means it is standalone bhakti. That means it should be the not mixed with the any other karma, jnana, and yoga, and so it is a pure. That means it's unmixed one. That is bhaktya word is representing that bhakti is not mixed with the any other marga, any other yogas. And also ekaya. Ekaya is representing what? Avyabhicharitvam. What kind of avyabhicharitvam is represented by the ekaya here? What kind of avyabhicharitvam is explained here? What kind of avyabhicharitvam is explained by Ramcharan Prabhu? Yes.
Uninterruptedness. Uninterruptedness.
Uninterruptedness. Ekaya word is representing the uninterruptedness, and bhaktya is representing the purity. That means unmixedness. So these two things are required for the bhakti. Of course, Bhagavad dharmas, in that list of Bhagavad dharmas, whatever you are doing, so you offer that for the Lord, he said. But finally he's saying that one should do the unmixed and uninterrupted bhakti. Unmixed with the jnana karma and also uninterrupted bhakti one should do. So then after that, how to achieve this? That upayas, that means methods to achieve this is said. So, but just before going to see the methods to this, in 36 what is said? Whatever you are doing by the mind, body, speech, everything you should offer to the Lord Narayanaya iti samarpayet, he said. So that means now anything, every time, always, all the time you'll be doing some activity and you can offer that to the Lord. Then that means this is, by this may, what you are able to do? Nairantaryam. That means uninterruptedness can be achieved by this. Continual bhakti is possible by this. That's why it is said in the 36, by the 36th verse, we are achieving the Nairantaryam of the bhakti. But but it is not sakshat bhakti. It is not unmixed bhakti. So that's why tathapi shravana kirtanadi lakshana matratvam vyahanyate. That means just by the having the activities which are going to so offer, which can be offered to the which are being offered, by that also bhakti is happening, but this is not pure bhakti. What is, why it is not pure bhakti? Because you are doing whatever you want and after that you are offering. In that way they are becoming the bhakti, but that is not the pure bhakti actually. But in the, so that's why that is not sakshat bhakti. That is not sakshat bhakti also. So now that's why in that 36 sloka, this sakshat bhakti, sakshat means bhakti matratvam, the standaloneness of bhakti, stand-aloneness of bhakti is defeated actually in 36 sloka. So but that's why vyahanyeta tasmat tatra avyabichartvam tanmatratvam cha yatha bhavet. So that's why he is going to give the solution for this. Tanmatratva means purity of the bhakti, pure bhakti and uninterrupted bhakti. So to get these two features, that's why two more slokas are coming, 38 and 39. 38 is telling about what? Avidyamano pyavabhatihi dvayo dhyatur dhya swapna manoratho yatha tat karma sankalpa vikalpam mano budha nirundhyat abhayam tatahasyat. So what is the main thing here? So what is said in this? Manaha nirundhyat. One should control the mind. This is the point is said. That means one should control the mind. Always he should do what? He should do the bhakti. That means this is establishing what? Nairantaryam. This is bringing the what property out of those two? Nairantaryam. Because you are controlling your mind. You are not allowing your mind to anywhere here and there. That means karma sankalpam vikalpam manaha nirundhyat. What kind of mind? Mind is always is accepting and rejecting the some karma. Some results of the karma. So that kind of mind has to be controlled, means so you will be achieving the uninterruptedness of the bhakti. This is indicating the uninterruptedness. So but we want the purity also. That means sakshat bhakti, standalone bhakti, pure bhakti we want. So then how to achieve that feature? So that's why next sloka is coming, 39 sloka. It is said that, so and not only that, so there is one more problem is coming. So one should control the mind and do the bhakti, means so controlling mind is also looking like the yoga technique of the yoga, and it is looking that the yoga misra bhakti. That's why, so why one should has to do endeavor, special endeavor for the controlling the mind. So that's why next solution is given. There is no need to control the mind, just you always so take the names of the Lord. That means Shrunvan Subhadrani Rathangapani Karmani Cha Yani Loke. That means Lord's activities and Lord's birth, all these are represented by the names, and you take all those names. That means the names meaning is either the activities of the Lord or otherwise his birth. So that kind of names you should always take. So Gayan Vilajjo Vichareda Sangaha, you without shame. So always sing these without any attachment for the anything. So by this, what is going to happen? These names always attract your mind, and there is no need to control the mind in this process. And also you are always singing the glories of the Lord through his names. So that's why it is also achieving the purity of the bhakti, sakshat bhakti. Okay. Here purity means sakshat bhakti. According to bhakti sandrabha, purity means what? Sakshat bhakti. This is his Jiva Goswami's definition. Sakshat bhakti. Nirguna sakshat bhakti is the pure bhakti according to this. Okay. Like this. Finally, that means in that section, 11th canto, 2nd chapter, in that Kavi's words, Kavi might have said many things, but final focus is what? Sakshat bhakti without stop, without interruption. Uninterrupted sakshat bhakti is only the focus. It is only the preaching done by it is only the conclusion given by the Kavi. Write the question. Uninterrupted and Sakshat Bhakti is the Abhideya. According to teachings of Kavi. Establish. You can starting you can write the establish. So establish that according to the teachings of Kavi, uninterrupted Sakshat Bhakti is the Abhideya. Okay, then you have to proceed from the questions what are asked. The anuched number 30 is 59, 60 and 61. Hint 59, 60, 61. Nimi is asking questions from the 30 and 31. And PPT people also you can make. So this easily, PPT people also they can easily. So with all Navayogis, they will be saying the different things. Different yogis are establishing that you can include. Next. Oh my God, serious. 7 marks. Agrecha karmadin pariharan sakshat bhakti meva vidatte. So that's why you need to establish in from various conversations bhakti. Bhakti is the sakshat bhakti is the abhideya. Next, come to the 62nd anuscheda. Agrecha karmadin pariharan sakshat bhakti meva vidatte. 11th canto, 3rd chapter. We are going to the 3rd chapter. 44 and 45, 46 and 47. 4 slokas we are taking. Why we are taking these slokas? What is the Vishaya Vakyam? Karma is rejected. Karmadin pariharan sakshat bhakti meva vidatte. So sakshat bhakti is prescribed and karma is rejected. That you have to establish. Who is speaking this? Not Kavi. Havi. Kavi is over now. Havi. Avirhotra. Avirhotra. Avirhotra is speaking. Out of those Navayogis, Avirhotra. So that is the karma is rejected and sakshat bhakti is established, is prescribed. So slokas parokshvado vedoyam balana manushasanam para karma mokshaya karmani vidhatte hyagadam yatha nacharedyastu vedoktam swayamagno jitendriyah vikarmana hyadharmena mrutyor mrutyumupaiti saha वेदोक्तमेव कुर्वाणो निस्संगोर्पितमीश्वरे नैष्कर्म्यां लभते सिद्धिं रोचनार्था फलश्रुतिः याशु हृदय ग्रन्थि निर्जिहीर्षु परात्मनः विधिनोपचरे देवं तंत्रोक्तेन च केशवम्. Translation. You should remember all the time why we are Vishaya Vakyam, what it is telling. That means Anucheda, wherever the line starting, that starting line, what it is saying. Karmadin pariharan. Karmadin. Karma and Gnana yoga and so and so. All these are all pariharan means rejecting, and sakshat bhakti meva vidatte. So that is the focus actually. You should keep that point into mind and see the meanings of these slokas. Translations. First, the Vedas in the form of Karma Kanda, which disciplines the immature, speaking indirectly, which disciplines the immature. You should read like this: the Vedas in the form of Karma Kanda, which disciplines the immature, speaking indirectly, prescribe karmas in order to liberate people from karma, just like a medicine for children. Try to understand the meaning, then you can easily proceed to the text, remaining explanation. Vedaha parokshavadah. Vedaha parokshavadah. Veda is parokshavada. That means Veda always speak indirectly. I am Vedaha, this Veda. Why it is speaking indirectly? So, balana manushasanam, just to discipline or to control or to raise the level of the balana means immature, or otherwise they are neophytes. Balana manushasanam karma mokshaya karmani vidatte. This Veda, which is parokshavada, Veda is always speaks indirectly. That Veda, what it is doing? It is for the benefit of the neophytes or immatures, for the benefit of immatures, what it is doing? So karmani vidatte, it is giving the karma. For what sake? Karma mokshaya. Karmani vidatte, karma mokshaya. That means it prescribes karmas in order to liberate people from karma. Yatha. So how it is? Yatha means example. He agadam. Agadam means medicine. Like for children, how the medicine is given, in the same way, Vedas are prescribing the karma to neophyte, the immature people. So to what is the sake? To liberate them from the karma. Okay. Next. Nacharet yastu vedo. So the translation is, if an ignorant person who has not conquered the material senses doesn't adhere to the Vedic injunctions, certainly he will engage in sinful and irreligious activities and attain repeated birth and death. What is said? What is said here? Nacharet yahatu vedoktam. So if someone is not going to do, if ignorant person, so he is not going to do the injunctions of the whatever said by the Vedas, then what will happen? Then he will be engaged in the sinful activities. If one is not ready to do according to the Vedas, then what he will do? Definitely everyone. So na tishtet na kashikshanam api jatu tishtetya karma akarmana. So that means anyone cannot retain or stay without doing karma for a single moment. Any action, not karma means any action. Without doing actions, so nobody can stay actually. Everyone will do every minute some actions. But all this should be according to what? According to the Vedoktam. So one should do the according to the injunctions of the Veda. If you don't do that, na chared yastu Vedoktam. So then that agnaha, that kind of ignorant person, are the uncontrolled senses. That means who didn't control his senses. So that kind of person, what will happen? Mrutyor mrutyam upaiti saha. He is getting repeated birth and death. In the first sloka, it is saying that one should do the Vedo. That means one, such Vedas are prescribing the karma for the for the neophytes or the immature people to liberate them for the karma. And second statement is saying that if you don't do that, then you will be do the sinful activities, then mrutyor mrutyum upaiti. That means he is getting birth after death after death. Next, third sloka, what is saying? A person who, while being detached from the results, perform the karmas mentioned in the Vedas and offers the results to the Lord, attains destruction of all karmas. What is said here? So, in the third sloka, whatever karma you are doing, if you are getting the result of that karma and not accepting you for your sake, and if you offer that result to the Lord, Ishware samarpitam, Ishware arpitam, then what will happen? Naishkarmyam, Naishkarmyam labhate. That means that is leading to the Naishkarmyam. That means he is getting freed from the bondage of the karma. Next, then one may think, so, but there are so much falasruti is there. If you do this karma, you will get this swarga. If you do this karma, you will get this progeny. If you do this karma, you will get this kingdom. Then why this falasruti is there? If everything is meant for the offering the Lord, then that's why it is said, Rochanartha. This is meant for attracting, Rochanartha, to attract the people towards the karma. That's why falasruti is there. Next, fourth, ya ashu hridaya grandim nijjihishu paramatmanaha vidino pachare devam tantroktena chakeshavam. But if you want to come out from the karma very quickly, one who desires to quickly cut the knot of the false ego of the jiva, which is different from the gross and subtle bodies, what he should do? If anyone wants to come out quickly from the bondage of karma, what he should do? Should worship the Supreme Lord. Vidina upachare devam tantroktena cha keshavam. So should worship the Supreme Lord Keshava by the regulations found in Agamas and in the Vedas. Okay, you understood 4 slokas meaning. Now we'll go to the next text. If you don't understand sloka, then the whole thing is confusing. Big commentary is there, so that's why.
You were telling one example that these Vedas are paroksha vadaha, and they discipline the immature or neophyte, and they are prescribing karma in order to liberate them from karma.
Yes.
And you gave an example that just like medicine for children,
yes,
like how we give. I'm not able to relate to how the example is
this
related.
you are going to relate now.
Okay.
After the tika, so it will coming now. So now tika, paroksha iti tika cha. Tika means who wrote this tika? Sila Jiva Goswami, Sridhar Swami. Tika means Sridhar Swami. Everything is fika. Only tika is by the Sridhar Swami. It's patent rate. That means Sridhar Swami took that. That means tika means mine only. And others all, they are following the tika actually. There are sub tikas. All other acharyas. Because that's why Sridhar Swami is the prominent first acharya who wrote the commentary on the Bhagavatam. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also accepted his authority on the Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's why paroksheti tika cha. So first of all here, yatra anyatha stitordha sanghopayatum anyatha krutyochate sa parokshavadaha. What is parokshavadaha is defined here. Parokshavada is that in which the meaning is made differently and stated in order to hide the meaning which is different. Anyatha stitah artha samgopayatam, to hide. Anyatha krutva uchyate. The meaning which is different, that is to hide it, it's said differently. How it is this, how to, what is the connection here and how to understand that, he himself is explaining. One example, you want example, so example is given here. Parokshvada example is given. Tata cha srutihi, Shruti, Aitireya Upanishad. Tavayetam chaturhutam santam chaturhote chakshate parokshena paroksha priya iva hi devaha. Tam va etam chaturhutam santam chaturhota iti achakshate. What is the one who was called 4 times became known as Chaturhota by indirect expressions, since the devatas are fond of speaking indirectly. Huh? Tika only. Tam va etam chaturhutam santam. That means one who was called 4 times. Became known as Chaturhota. Chaturhota. What it mean? Hutam. Hutam means called. Chaturhutam means 4 times he is called. Then he is known as Chaturhota. So what it means? Chaturhotra karma. You all know Chaturhotra karma? What is the Chaturhotra karma? Huh? You are not, first time you are hearing? Very good. Is first time? In the Tattva Sandrabha, it came or not? When it came? Tell me.
Dividing the Vedas.
When we are dividing the Vedas, so only first one Veda is there, that is the Yajur Veda. Then it is divided first into 4 parts. So how it is divided? Based upon the Chaturhotra karma. Based upon the Chaturhotra karma, it is divided. Yes. So that Chaturhotra karma means what? Who are the Chaturhotas? Hota, Advaryu, Udgata, Brahma. These are the 4 kinds of the ritviks are there to perform any yajna. So 4 kinds of ritviks are there. Activity of their 4 ritviks is known as Chaturhotra karma. Chaturhotra karma. So then that person is known as Chaturhota. So actually why he is called as Chaturhota? Because he is doing the Chaturhotra karma. But here Devatas are calling him as Chaturhota. Why he is calling? Because he is called 4 times. That's why he is known as Chaturhota. So 4 times he called. Devata is calling 4 times. That's why you are now Chaturhota. Devatas are calling him, that person, 4 times. And that's why the name Hutam, Chaturhutam, tam etam Chaturhutam santam Chaturhota iti achakshate. So that Ritvik is known as Chaturhota. Chaturhota. Ritvik is known as Chaturhota. Why? Ritvik is known as Chaturhota. Why? Because tam Chaturhutam santam. Reason is because he is called 4 times. Chaturhutam. Hutam means called. He is called 4 times. Santam. That's why he is known as Chaturhota. So that means he is doing the yajna karma, but his name is given based upon just he is called 4 times. That's why he is known as Chaturhota. That means he is not directly identified with his karma. You're understanding why he is known as Chaturhota? Just because he is called 4 times, that's why he is known as Chaturhota. Not simply, that means he's indirectly they are speaking, na? They are not directly giving his name based upon his karma, but he is so called as Chaturhota since he is called 4 times. That's why. It is not our main focus, just it is one example. Okay, now we'll go to the main thing. So vidatte na karma so paroksha priyaha hi iva hi devaha. Even devatas also paroksha priyaha. They always like the indirect expressions. He is called by the demigods. No, not that much research work. Simply he is called 4 times and that's why he is known as Chaturhota. Next, Tatra aha balanam anushashanam yatha tatha. Atra drishtantah. So in the first sloka, what we are seeing, karma is prescribed to the karma is prescribed to immature. For what? For the sake of liberating them from them from karma. This is the purpose. To liberate them from the karma, karma is prescribed. Example is given what? For a child, father gives medicine. For a child, how father gives a medicine. How he gives? Balana manushashana atra drishtanta. How father gives medicine to a child? This is the point we should understand now. You are asking also. Agadam means aushadam. In the sloka, agadam is there. That means aushadam. Yatha pita balam agadam payayan khanda laddukadibihi pralobayan payayati dadhati cha tani khanda laddukadini. What father says, father, what he will do? Father is, how he will make the child to drink the medicine? He will be saying that, so balam agadam payan khanda laddu kadi pralobian. He is alluring the child by offering laddus. By offering laddu. He allured the child by offering the laddu. And pralobayan, so he allure him by the laddu, and also he makes him to drink medicine. He makes him to drink medicine. He makes him to drink medicine, and also he gives laddus. And he gives laddus. Okay. That means now what is the purpose of giving the medicine? So that means he is alluring by the offering the laddus, and first, then after that he will make him to drink the medicine, then he will give the laddus. So the goal of the giving the medicine is getting the laddus or not? Is not? Okay, then what? To make child healthy, not the gaining the laddus. Giving laddus or gaining the laddus is the goal of the drinking the medicine? No. But what father is saying, you drink this medicine, I will give this laddu to you. So here what is happening? So what is the anyatha krutha artha? What is anyatha krutha artha? That means what is the main meaning behind the drinking the medicine? Health of the child is the meaning of the, so making him to drink the medicine. But what is apparently is showed, if you drink this medicine, you will be given with laddus. That means giving laddus is looking the direct result of the drinking medicine. But is it the real result? No. Health of the child is the real result. That means he is parokshvada or not? What is the definition of parokshvada? To hide some meaning, so giving that meaning in indirect way. Anyatha. So anyatha stitha artha. Anyatha stitha artha means you should take here. What you should take? Have child's health. This is the anyatha stitha artha. Samgopayatam, to hide that. To hide that, what did you say? Anyatha krutva krutyochate. That means eat this laddus. You'll get this laddus. If you tell to that child, if you drink this medicine, you will get good health. Will he drink? He will never drink. I don't want any health. You keep your health with you, and I will never drink this medicine. So this will happen in whose case? This is possible in whose case? In the children, that means who are very neophyte, immature, not fully mature. But for you all, no need to tell. You will just take directly medicine. For the children, this is. So like that same way, here in the case of father, what you should keep? Who is this here? In the Darshtanta, whom you should take in the place of father? Vedas. And immature child, some immature, that means who doesn't know the result, that is Brahman, that the liberation from the karma, that means otherwise. So who doesn't know the absolute truth, Paratattvam. So that person is the child. Then what is that means? Getting the good health is what here? Liberate from the karma. And what is the anyatha krutyartha? That means alluring with the laddus. Here is what? Results of the karma. Results of the karma. That means falasruti of the karma. Okay? Clear? Tell me what? Which place whom? Mike.
Here, father is compared to the Vedas, and offering sweets is compared to the immediate results, which get you to karma, karma kanda. And next, medicine is compared to the liberation. Healthy. Becoming healthy is compared to the becoming liberating from the karmas. And child is compared to the neophyte devotee or
not
immature
devotee. No.
Immature. Okay, immature.
No devotee point here.
Okay, immature.
A mature person. That means who has no knowledge about the absolute truth. Okay, next. Now Purupakshi is coming. Nanu swargadyardam karmani vidatte na karma mokshartham tatraha. Oh, this is done. Na? Oh, I missed this. Okay, anyway, that already we covered. So now, न एतावता अगदस्य तल्लाभः प्रयोजनं तु आरोग्यमे यथा वेदोपि अवान्तरफलैः प्रलोभयन् कर्म मोक्षा एव कर्माणि विधत्ते. In the same way, Vedas also, so they are alluring the people so with the different results of the karma, but what is the main intention behind the prescribing the karma? Karma kanda section of the Vedas, so it is alluring the people by showing the different results, but what is the main purpose of that karma kanda is also to liberate that person from the karma. So what? Akshay Prabhu. Unmute it.
Thank you, Poo. Yeah, thank you. My question is, this example is clear, Poo, that child and father. That one thing is not clear, that Chatur Hotram. But in the Parokshavad, that example was also given, that how that Chatur Hotram is explained Parokshvada.
Chaturhutam, that means he is known as Chaturhota. So on based on what? Based upon the main intention, main duty, whatever he is doing, based upon that he is not called, but he is called he is called 4 times. That's why he is known as Chaturhota. That's the point.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next, na etavata agadasya tallabha, na etavata agadasya tallabha prayojanam api arogyameva yata. Okay, next, this tika is finished now. Next, nopacharet nacharet iti tika cha. Next tika, nacharet tika. Next sloka tika we are seeing here. Nanu कर्म मोक्षश्चेत पुरुषार्थः तर्हि प्रथममेव कर्म त्याज्यम. Purupakshi is putting one question. If karma moksha, that means liberation from the karma is only the main goal. Liberation from the karma is only the main goal of the prescribing the karma. Then why you need to give the karma? Don't give. Understanding or not? You getting? So liberation from the karma is the main goal. Then why you have to prescribe the karma? Don't prescribe the karma at all. Finish game. Purupakshi is raising this objection. Then what is the answer for this? For the immature people, so if you don't prescribe the karma, then what is going to happen? They will be doing the adharma, kukarma, vikarma. They will be doing the bad karma. Then what will be happening? Mrutyor mrutyumupaiti. So that's why it is said that ataha nacharediti. That means if they are not going to do, if prescribed karma, they will do the bad karma. Because without doing the karma, without doing actions, so nobody will be restrained himself. So that's obvious. So that's why, so prescribed karma one should do, that will liberate him from the karma, so that he can come out from the entanglement of karma. So here you see, agnaha na vidyate gna Sri Bhagavatah Katha Shravanado Shraddha Lakshana Dhir Vritti Yasya Sa Atayeva Tasmin Na Pravartate Ityartaha. Tatha eva Ajitendriyaha Brahma Jignasu San पारमेष्ट्य पर्यंत भोगे विरक्तो वा न भवति इत्यर्थः. So what is said? If one is not going to do prescribed karma, then what he will become? What he will become? He will become either agyaha or otherwise ajitendriyaha. If one is not going to do the prescribed karma according to the Vedas, then what is going to happen? Yeah, he is either he will become agyaha or otherwise ajitendriyaha. Agnaha means what? Na gna vidyate iti agnaha and ajitendriyaha. Ajitendriyaha. What it mean? Agnya na vidyate gna. That means Sri Bhagavatah Katha Shravanado Shraddha Lakshana Dhir Vritrihi Yasya sa Atayeva Tasmin na pravartate. So that means I will write exact English, otherwise. Where is that? Agnaha means person who is not wise. That means who doesn't have a disposition of intelligence characterized by the faith in hearing topics of the Lord. Thus, he doesn't hear topics of the Lord. What is the meaning of Agnaha? The one who is not wise enough. What kind of wise that is? That is the wise of faith. That means what kind of intelligence that is? Having faith. That kind of intelligence. What kind of intelligence? Having the faith in what? Hearing the topics of the Lord. So that means not Agnaha means the one who is not having the faith in hearing the topics of the Lord. That is the meaning of Agnaha. Agnaha means the one who is not having faith in hearing of topics of Lord. Okay. Then what is Ajitendriya? Agnaha means this. Why we are taking this meaning for Agnaha? One who is not having the faith in hearing the topics of the Lord, that we will discuss. For this also he is going to give the proof. That means who is not going to do the prescribed karma, then that person will become either Agnaha or otherwise Ajitendriya. Ajitendriya means a person, though being inquisitive about Brahman, doesn't have detachment from enjoyment up to Brahma. Up to Brahmaji. Brahmaji, you should write there. Okay. Ajitendriya means one who doesn't have detachment from enjoyment up to Brahma. Ajitendriya means, yeah. Doesn't have the one who doesn't have detachment from enjoyment up to enjoyment in Brahmaloka. Parameshtyam. Okay. This, if one doesn't do the Vedokta karma, prescribed karma of the Vedas, then he will become either this or that, either Agyaha or otherwise Ajitendriyaha. तथा एव अजितेन्द्रियः ब्रह्म जिज्ञासु सन् पारमेष्ट्य भोगे विरक्तो वा न भवति इत्यर्थ. That means he will not become brahma jignasu, and that means Ajitendriya means he will not become inquirer of Brahman, and also doesn't have who this is, and also doesn't have detachment from
Prabhu,
Huh.
yeah, that is meaning something translation different,
Huh? Huh?
different explained.
What is there? That is you need to edit that.
Sorry.
Editing mistake, editing karna padega. That's you edit it in your.
And Mula also. Sun means that is means even though he is inquisitive of Brahman, that means a Brahmavadi. Still,
Yes. That means Ajitendriya means Brahma Jignasu San Parameshta Bhogya Prante Virakto va na bhavati. That means.
But he mentioned who is not inquiring Brahma Jigyasa. But here the Brahma Jigyasa is inquirer about
being Brahma Jignasu and detaching from all the pleasure. This is the meaning of that. So that means what? He should be being Brahma Jignasu and also detached from all the material enjoyment up to the Brahmaloka. Okay. So what you should understand here, Ajitendriya means he should be inquirer of the Brahman and detached from the Brahma Jignasu San. That means being the inquirer of the Brahman. Parameshtya Paryanta Bhoge Virakto va na bhavati. That means so detached from enjoyment till Brahmaji. Okay. Detached. What he should, Achidendriya means, so he should be inquirer of Brahman and also detached from the. Why attached? What is the confusion? Why you people are accepting what I am saying? Simple thing. What is Ajitendriya? Being the inquirer of the Brahman, detaching from the enjoyment till Brahma Sukha, Brahmaloka. This is the meaning. So if who is not becoming of this, then he is the Ajitendriya. Na bhavati. That means he is not becoming the inquirer of the Brahman and detaching from all the pleasure till the Brahmaloka. It's not that this file is not complete final edition. There are a lot of editing things are there, and sometimes typing person also will be thinking somewhere and writing, so it will happen. Yes, Prabhu. Ashray Gorang Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
In this explanation of Ajitendriya,
Yes, bro.
uh, if one does not if one does not follow the Vedic instructions,
Yes.
Vedokta karma,
Karma. Yeah.
then he will not become detached from the enjoyment of the bhoga up to the Brahmaloka.
Yeah, yeah.
So that means, so my question is how, by following the Vedic instruction, how it help us to become detached from the enjoyment of Brahmaloka? How Vedas helping us to become detached from the Parameshya Bhoga?
So, what is happening? So, first, see, Prabhu, here we are asking a person to follow Vedokta karma. That means prescribed karma in Vedas. To follow prescribed karma in Vedas.
Right.
So why we are saying we are asking to follow prescribed karma in the Vedas? Why you are asking? Because if we follow the Vedokta karma, then that will lead to the liberation from the karma. Okay. Liberation from karma. This is the intention. Of course, we are hearing the falasruti of the karma. So that is the style of the Vedas. Vedas, what they do, they always say indirectly. So that means they are, instead of saying the liberation of the karma is the goal, they are saying some temporary results as the goal and prescribing the karma. But main intention of the prescribing the karma is the liberation only. So, but if anyone is not doing the prescribed karma, then what will happen to him? Then what is his position? Then he will be either Agnaha or otherwise he will be the Ajitendriya. Either of one category he will come. That means, so acquiring the Brahman and detaching from the material enjoyment. So like this he will not be there, or otherwise he will not be. So having the Shraddha in the Krishna Katha and hearing the Krishna Katha by that Shraddha. So he will not be like that. Huh? You are understanding? So whoever is not doing the Vedokta karma, whether he will be the Agnaha or otherwise Ajitendriya. That means he will not be a listener of Krishna Katha, or otherwise he is the person detached from the Indriya Preeti or Indriya sense enjoyment. Little bit. He is not.
So that is, yeah, that is the ultimate goal of Vedokta, to free from the karma itself.
Yeah.
By following Vedic instruction, the ultimate goal is to detach us from karma. Ultimately, yeah. So it is not direct, there is some connection with Brahmaloka enjoyment. It's not helping us to detach. It's not like that, yeah. Ajitendriya. We'll become Ajitendriya if we do not follow the Vedokta karma.
If one is not following the Vedokta karma, he will be either Agnaha or otherwise he will be
Ajitendriya.
So why he will be the Agnaha or otherwise Ajitendriya? And we are defining Ajitaha. Agnaha means who is not having the Shraddha in hearing the Krishna Katha. And Ajitendriya, we are saying that who is becoming the enquirer of the Brahman and detaching from the. So Ajitendriya means not enquiring the Brahman and not detaching from the. Not enquiring the Brahman and not detaching from the sense enjoyment up to the Brahmaloka. So this we are defining as the Ajitendriya and Agna. Why? That means what? I will explain one more step. I will go inside. So that means ultimately after following the Vedokta karma and getting liberation from the karma, and he should become what? Ultimately either Gnaha or Jitendriya. This is the meaning actually. Either of one he should become. After following the Vedotta karma, he is getting liberated from the karma. Then after that, he will become what? Either Gnaha or otherwise Jitendriyaha. That means whoever is not doing the Vedotta karma means what? He is becoming the opposite to this. Either Agnaha or otherwise the Ajitendriya. That means if you do the Vedokta karma and you will get the liberation from the karma, and then what? You will get the Shraddha in the hearing for Krishna Katha or otherwise Jitendriya. That means you will become the enquirer of the Brahman, and detached from the material enjoyment. Detached from the material enjoyment. You will become either of these. By following the Vedic karma, liberated from the karma, and ultimately you will become either of this category, come to either of one. So that's why whoever is not doing the Vedic karma, he will become either Agnaha or the Ajitendriya.
Got it.
Ajinendriya does not have faith in the topics of the Lord also.
Yeah.
But in the translation, it is said that though he is having means, though being inquisitive means he is inquisitive but does not have detachment.
No,
Like
though is not, should not be there.
Yeah, that's a
Though
point.
should not be there.
Though
That's
should not be there. That's the point. That's a mistake. Direction.
That means, so here that's why it is said 11:29. This is a proof actually. Ityado paraspara nirapekshayoho shraddha viraktayoho dvayoho eva tat maryadatvena uktaha. That means in the, everyone is able to follow or not? The person is either Agnaha or Ajitendriya, since it is said that faith in the topics of the Lord and detached from the matter are mutually independent by being limits. That means to give up karmas in the following cases according to Tavat karmani kurvita na nirvidyeta yavata matkata shravanado va shraddha yavan na jayate. Here Uddhava Gita, actually Krishna is saying to Uddhava, what he is saying, one should continue to perform nitya naimitya karmas until one becomes detached from the material sense gratification or develop faith in hearing. That means one should do the Vedokta karma till what? Either to become Gnaha or otherwise either to become Jitendriyaha. Till that time he should do the karma. Tavat karmani kurvita. Till that time one should do the karma. Till what time? Either you get the Shraddha in the Krishna Katha or otherwise Jitendriya means detached from the sense gratification and becoming the enquirer of the Brahman. So if you are till this time, so either of one to become, these two are the independent. These two are the independent. These two different margas. One is the bhakti marga and another is gnana marga. These two different margas to reach the paratattvam. Understand? So that's why Vedas ultimately leading one to where? To the paratattvam only. There are the two paths it is showing. Either you go by the bhakti marga or otherwise the gnana marga. So become the gnaha means get the shraddha in the Krishna Katha or otherwise. That's why we are taking agnaha means not having the shraddha in Krishna Katha, because ultimately karma should lead to get the shraddha in the karma or otherwise. Why we are Ajitendriya means we are saying that the, so one who doesn't have one doesn't have detachment. Why you are always confusing? and yourself confused and I confusing me also. And so one doesn't have detachment, yeah, from the enjoyment up to Brahmaji. Okay.
Detachment from matter are mutually independent. That means topics and faith in the topics of Lord, that is, as well as detachment matter mutually independent. That
Yes.
is that also meaning that's faith in Lord's katha and that is a and detachment from matter. That means one who has faith in Lord's katha, it may be have that he may have material attachment also, like that.
What is the thing is, the two are the two different margas, two paths, two different paths. One is the bhakti marga, that means getting the shraddha. He might be having the attachment, no need, no problem, no problem. So and but for the to travel in the Gnana marga, one should be detached and should be inquirer of the Brahman and should be detached. Then he is eligible for the, who is eligible for the Gnana marga? Who is completely detached. So that's why we read previously. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. What is said there? Praya means what? We understood. So bhakti path of bhakti doesn't demand the complete eradication of the anarthas or the impurities. But the Gnana marga is not like that. It demands the 100% of the purity of the heart. Otherwise, you will never get the Brahman realization. That means here in this what? So even nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavat uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. That means to become steady in the bhakti, almost all gone is okay, but some is there also. You will be steady in the your bhakti line, but you will not be steady in the gnana line with just a maximum number of impurities are gone and something is there. And can you be steady in the gnana marga, path of gnana? No, that's the point is said. You cannot be steady there. Immediately it will pull back you actually. That's the point. So anyway, that is different. Now what is the main thing? Why we are taking the Agnaha and Asderiya meaning is this, because in the 11th canto 20th chapter, so Krishna is saying to the Uddhava that one should do the karma till the time either to get the face Shraddha in the Krishna Katha or otherwise to get the detachment, Jitendriya. So till the time one should do the karma. So karma means prescribed by the Vedas. Nitya Naimittik karma. Okay. Then such a person attains suffering equivalent to death, mrityum, after dying by not performing prescribed actions. That means he will be getting the suffering here. Mrityor mrityum upaiti. What is the sloka is saying? Mrityor mrityum upaiti means, so that means this Agnaha and Ajitendriya, what he will do? That means he is not doing the prescribed karma. So what he will get then? Suffering. He will get the death. Death itself is a suffering. Even in the when he was alive, that means in his body, at that time also he will be get the sufferings which is equivalent to the death. Equivalent to the death. So such a sufferings, a person attains sufferings equivalent to the death. So vikarmana vihita akarana rupena mrityoh anantaram mrityum maranatulyam yatanam upaiti punah maranam upaiti yatanam cha upaiti ityardha. That means he is getting again and again death, and also all the time he is getting the pain which is equivalent to the death. Suffering equivalent to the death. That is the meaning actually. He repeatedly attains death and repeatedly attains suffering. Thus, they cannot be delivered in any way by renouncing. Thus, they cannot be delivered in any way by renouncing prescribed karma. So, finally, if they renounce the prescribed karmas, that means leaving the prescribed karmas. So, by that, they don't get any delivery. They will be getting only pain after pain. We'll see the remaining portion tomorrow.